Hello everyone, I have a new set of dies I'm bringing out to you. They are the Whispers die version. I'm going to call it the Heart Collection, and it's a set of 5 dies, and they all either have a heart, love, anniversary, romantic theme to them. And if you look closely, you'll see in every die, for example here, the little set of hearts that are around the center. Now this die is number DVS-4x4-101. It is called Ring of Hearts. And what is nice about this die is the center is kept solid for those of you who like to stamp or keep a solid center, because not all doilies have a solid center for you. A lot of them are intricate, and this gives you that option to put a sentiment or a stamped image in there, which is always nice. The next one in the series is a very, very lovely die. This is number DVS-4x4-099 and is called Love All Around. And it actually cuts out all those words and that heart shape, which is always such an elegant look to any kind of creation that you might make. I always like it when they take words and form a shape with them. That makes sense with the words because it's hearts and love, and then they made a heart shape all around. The next die is a true doily die and lacy. It is number DVS-4x4-100, and it is called Heartburst, and there's little hearts all in there throughout, and this truly cuts a very beautiful doily die. The next one we have is heart-shaped again, and this is number DVS-4x4-101, and this makes a doily heart-shaped die, which is just the right size for a card. It's so perfect, or little crafts that you may want to make. It is called Heart of Hearts. And the last one in the set is this one right here, and it is number DVS-4x4-110, and it is called Heartthrob. And again, it has another intact center for those of you who have maybe some of your circular stamps with sentiments that would go perfect in there, or if some of you were fortunate enough to get some of the circular stamps that Just Right stampers used to make, they would go perfect in there. So there is Heartthrob. Now this one thing I want to point out, because this was confusing my designers, so I can only imagine if you're new to die making, this might be very confusing for you. These stamps come packaged like this, and what you do, they're going to change, I believe, how they're made, but not the older designs, just the newer ones. But for those of you who want the older designs, they come with the die and the backing of the paper, and this, what people think is a shim. This is not a shim. This has a peel off adhesive here, and what you do is you peel off the backing and you adhere that sticky side right to the die here, like so, and all around the perimeter, and it will stick right onto the die. It'll go right like that. If you're thinking, the old Quick Cuts dies had these, and the Lifestyle Crafts 4x4s and 2x2s, and then you run it through your machine, it'll cut through it. And then when you go to cut your dies out, that foam pushes the paper out so it doesn't stick through. I got a lot of emails from people who didn't like these dies because they weren't using them correctly or knew to adhere the foam to the die. If you have any questions further about that, feel free to contact me and we'll get you through it. So I want to get on now to the lovely, lovely release that Sigrid Warren created for me. And usually I save the best for last, but I'm going to start with the absolute best piece first, because I tried to make this video outside with the natural sunlight, and I had such problems with the construction people next door, and when I carded this, it hit the door and it swung off the top little beautiful little heart here. I can show it to you. I'll flip it this way because it's off. I knocked it right off. And I'm sorry, Siggy. Sigrid Warren did this release and she did such a beautiful job, but I will glue that back in place, I promise. But I wanted to show you, before I do anything else to it, this lovely cake she created. Now I'm really going to pan out here so we can try to see it as best we can. She made a layered wedding cake, and she used here as a some kind of a die or punch she had. And then she made these little scallops that look like cream. She put some sparkle. And then you can see here, she used that beautiful Love All Around die, and she put it on the cake here. And you can just see how beautiful that Love All Around die is. And then on the top, she put the beautiful Heart Throb die, number 110. This is the 4x4 110, and this is the 4x4 right here, 099, which we are selling in this release. But isn't this gorgeous? And then this was a, this is, if you recognize it, it is the Joy Crafts heart die that I had in a few, probably a few weeks ago. I released this. If you look back, it's a Joy Crafts die. And she just, it glued them back to back, and folded them in half and made this beautiful topping for the cake. Isn't that grand? That's just such, this would be such a lovely gift if you were going to a wedding shower or a wedding and you just wanted to tuck something inside here. And if you want to know how to make this, you can contact, on the right hand side of my blog, there'll be Sigrid Warren, we call her Siggy, and she will have this beautiful instructions on her blog on how to make it, or at least talk you through it on how she did it. It simply is gorgeous, and she did such a sweet job. I can't show it in person to you, and I can only capture what the camera will let me, but it's very elegant. I have on a stand near my front door, I put all the crafters releases, and everyone was drawn to this when they'd walk in my house and go, what is that? And because it's just so eye-catching, and it's so dimensional, it's so big, it's beautiful. So, and again, a nice little release for the Joy Crafts florals die that we released a few weeks ago. Flourishes was the release that we did. Beautiful, just so beautiful, the whole thing as a whole. Now I can get this out of the way so I don't wreck it anymore. Guess it's not my day today. Probably shouldn't be doing a video. Usually when the day happens today like this, I should give it up. And this is probably the I think it's about the 10th take I've tried to do on this video, so I am having some difficulties. The next thing she made was a card, and here is the flap. And with that flap, she used the beautiful Ring of Hearts die, the 4x4-0981, and she didn't take it out. She cut it out, and then she put it back in the flap of the envelope to give it this look. And if you look closely, you can see what I mean. It's cut here, but she put it back, glued it back to give it that pretty kind of look for the flap of the envelope. Now I want to open up the card because it does match. This die is used again inside. And here is the card, and it's so cute, and you can see. Now here's the one where she used it and put it back on the same colored paper to give that kind of an effect you could have with a card. And then she cut it out and used it as a doily here. And inside, as I said, she put a little stamped image that she cut out and put in. Now you can also, because this is solid, you could stamp directly on there. You wouldn't have to cut something out, which makes it nice too. And the little monkeys, and it says it's a shower. And here's a Martha Stewart. I know that's a Martha Stewart punch. And again, if you have any questions on how to make anything, contact Siggy. She'll be happy to show you. And there's a stamp in there. It's you're invited. So this would be an invitation card. So sweet. Very sweet. And then the next one in the release is this beautiful, beautiful Happily Ever After wedding card. And I can't get my camera out enough to pan out, so I'm going to hold it this way, even though you know it should be held this way, to show you the beautiful, just how beautiful this card is. It's this pearlescent purple and white paper that she used. It's just grand. It just is so eye-catching and so beautiful. And she used on that, she used the heart doily that was called Heart of Hearts, and it was number 4x4-101, and you can see here how beautiful that die cuts out, and she used two halves here to make that. And then when you open the card in the inside, she just used this kind of starburst here for the interior, and then there's there it is again. And that is just on plain paper, and you can see how beautiful that is. And I like how Sigrid made all of her things to kind of, the continuity to go from the outside of a card to an inside of a card. I always think that's important. I like to do that with my cards, and I always like that touch when people do it. And it said, there are 3 things that last: faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. And that's so true. Love is so nice to have a loved one in your life. And there again is and the back of the card is the same as the front. It matches, you can see there. Just so beautiful. The colors are beautiful. These are very trendy colors nowadays. Just a very lovely card. And then the last one that I want to show you, it's the remaining last die that you haven't seen yet. That's the Heartburst. She made this wedding favor, and this is so pretty. Like I said, we were outside, so that little spot's my fault. And this is a little, I want to show you the side, a little favor she made. And again, that's a Martha Stewart all around, the punches you can punch anywhere with. I forget, they're not all around the page, that's the other one, but there's a name for them, but I recognize it. And she Velcroed it, so you open it up for your little wedding treat to see what's in there. And we open it, and there's some York peppermint patties in there. Yum. Those are mine. Or my dad's. I might give them up to my dad. He likes those too. So this beautiful, I'm sure Sigrid will show you how to create this on her blog. But that die, I just wanted to show you how beautiful, just how beautiful that cuts out. Isn't that elegant and pretty? Now, I want to warn you that the diversion dies, they are redoing them because people are having I don't want to say they can't do it, but it's harder than the dies we're used to nowadays. They have made them so much easier for us. And if you're at all used to the old Quick Cuts dies or the Lifestyle Crafts dies, these will be fine with you. That's exactly how they cut. But if you're not, they're a little bit fiddly, and I have warned people with that. And basically that is what people have written back to me. They come back and they do use them because they are so beautiful. They're just a little bit more difficult to work with, and we have gotten things to be easier these days. So I just wanted to warn you ahead of time with those, but they are lovely. And I'll have a pretty good discount right off the bat with these. You'll find them at a great price, and I think the reason why is this release has got a little bit away from me. It's a little bit late, and I want you to try these dies. They're really nice. So if you're at all thinking, oh wow, that's so beautiful, I want to try one, get a few and try it, or get the release and see where you go with it. And I think you'll have fun making creations with them. I hope you are all doing well. Sigrid, thank you for the wonderful release. It's so beautiful. It's so nice the way everything runs together with a wedding theme. That was so sweet of you to do that. Thanks everybody, and have a great day crafting. Bye-bye.